Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and this is day 78 of my 90-day TUF'ER challenge. Today has been a heck of a day. I am beat, I'm worn out, I'm so ready for bed. So bear with me. This morning I got up for boot camp with Shayla, who was still on vacation today. So Dom the Dominator was in charge of boot camp today, and it was a really good workout. When I got there today, he had like a separate whiteboard with exercises on it for me. I'm a little bit more limited than most people because of my knee. So anyway, so that was kind of fun to see what all he had for me. I started out with a 1 mile warm-up, and then we did, I would do 2 exercises and then get back on the tread for a lap, and then 2 different exercises, get back on the tread, that kind of thing. And you know what, as tough and as strong as Dom is and hardcore as he is, I saw a little glimpse of his heart today, and oh, it just blessed me so much. I have to tell you the coolest thing that happened. When I was on the treadmill, like, not for my warm-up, but for the rest of my workout, he would come, he would have me get on the treadmill for different paces and different inclines. And so today I was on the treadmill for one of my laps, and it was getting close to the last part of the lap, and he came over and he upped my pace to like 3.7, which doesn't sound really fast, but for someone who doesn't run, that was a really fast walking pace. And anyway, so he did that, and my body just, like, I couldn't keep up, so it just went into a natural jog, which totally, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm jogging. I mean, seriously, my whole adult life, I don't think I have ever jogged in my adult life. So that was crazy, but then it was like, it started getting hard really fast. And this is where he was so sweet. I had my earbuds in because I have to have music to get me through, right? You know what I'm saying? And so Dom was just standing beside me. He was like, you got this, you can do it, you're doing so great. And that's kind of, I've never seen him be encouraging. I mean, he's always, you know, like pushing us to work harder and stuff like that, but not ever like, oh, you're doing so great, that kind of thing. So it was just the sweetest thing, and it just blessed me so much. I just wanted to give him a little hug afterwards, but I didn't. But you know what I'm saying? It was precious. And I was so excited that I jogged because, especially since I've started working out at the gym. Now this is going to sound crazy, but I've seen so many of the other ladies they run or they jog their laps, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that feels like, you know, to be able to go that fast. And I mean, I know I probably hate it after a while, but just that I got to do that was awesome. I mean, it was really kind of a good feeling that my body actually did it, you know? So I'm really not supposed to, because I have next to no cartilage left in my left knee. So, but anyway, it was just an awesome moment for me today, workout-wise. Food-wise, I have to share with you guys, has been the biggest struggle for me today. And Shayla and I have been texting a lot today, trying to work through it and figure out what's going on. I have had a crazy busy day. You moms know the kind of day where you're like seriously in your car all day, just running errands, taking kids, you know, doctor's appointments, you name it. I was doing it today. And so really, in hindsight, I should have planned ahead, and I didn't. I have just never took the time this week. It's been a very crazy busy week, but I still could have done it. I just didn't plan very well. But I could have planned to pack, you know, some healthy snacks, maybe in a little cooler or something, with some water bottles, and been fine. And I didn't do that. So that really would have helped me. Instead, I was eating on the go, snacking on the go, and yeah, that's just not smart for me. And so, like, I didn't even have a fruit or a vegetable at every meal today, which I'm supposed to. And so all of that kind of affects my body and my attitude. So by dinner tonight, I was famished. And not only was I starving, I wanted to devour everything that I put my hands on. Anything that was in my sight, I wanted to eat it. Now, I didn't do that, but that's how I felt. And I texted Shayla and I told her, it's not like, I don't care, I'm going to cheat, I hate this. It wasn't that sort of an attitude. It was, oh my gosh, I want to binge. I just want to eat as fast and as much as I can and just get it over with and then go to bed and then just focus on tomorrow. That was the attitude I had. And I knew that it was wrong. And so I'm so very blessed to have such an amazing woman walking with me through this. So Shayla and I talked through it, and she said, first of all, you haven't had enough food today. And she was right. And so that, you just can't let your body get to that point where you're starving like that, because you're going to make bad choices. So that was part of my problem. And that my carbs were a little on the high side, not bad, but my protein was way too low. And protein keeps us fuller longer. So, so all of that combined, made for a really rough evening. I stuck to my plan. Still, my numbers were a little skewed today, but it wasn't a horrible day. But I'm also realizing that this week was just filled with one temptation after another after another. My niece and her friend were in town, and they're teenagers, they're relatively fit, and they eat like it. I mean, they eat like teenagers. Oh my gosh. And so I told them when they first got here, I'm like, you guys know I'm on this diet and exercise program, so to help me out, whatever snacks or junk or whatever you guys want to have, that's fine, but just keep it in your room so I don't have to see it, because that makes it harder for me. And so they did such a good job, but a few times they left stuff out. So what would I do? I would call them and say, come get your box. I just couldn't even have it in sight. And then, we went to dinner one night and they just ate whatever they wanted to, which is fine. I mean, I can't expect people to change their habits for me, right? So, anyway, I think by the time I took them home today, I was just like, oh my gosh, I have got to, I want something bad. I was just done. So, Shayla and I talked about that a little bit too. I have not had a cheat in a while, like several weeks. And honestly, I have been craving like spaghetti and chocolate and stuff like that. And it's okay for me once a week to indulge in something like that. I just have to plan it. And so the other thing that we talked about was, should I have my cheat today or should I wait and plan it out? And she's like, absolutely plan it. Do not do it today, because what you'll be doing is giving into your weakness, and then you'll feel guilty afterwards. But if you plan it and say, I'm going to have this and this and this tomorrow, then you don't feel guilty about it, because you're like, I wanted to have it. I planned it out. It's all scheduled. No guilt involved at all. And she's so totally right. So I feel much better about myself tonight, having stuck to my plan, knowing that either tomorrow or in the next few days I'm going to have a cheat. And I feel good about that. So lots of lessons learned today. It's been a really tough mental day for me, but I got through it. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I love you guys. Enjoy your night, and then we'll talk to you tomorrow.